Hello, Marvel and Star Wars fans, and welcome back to Nerd Doc. Disney Plus Day 2022 is upon us, and it's an extremely busy weekend this year, with the main Marvel and Star Wars D23 Expo panels also taking place just 2 days after Disney Plus Day. This video covers how to watch Disney Plus Day and D23 Expo 2022, and what to expect from both Marvel and Star Wars. There are chapter timestamps, so you can jump around to the information you're looking for. Let's start with basic information and how to watch both events, then we'll get into what we're expecting. Disney Plus Day 2022 takes place on Thursday, September 8th, 2022, and serves as a lead-in to the D23 Expo, which starts on Friday, September 9th, and runs through the weekend. While there's a lot going on at D23, there are two main panels for Marvel and Star Wars fans. The first is a Star Wars and Marvel video game showcase taking place on Friday, September 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific, which runs for 90 minutes. Then you have the big event, which is the studio showcase featuring Marvel, Star Wars, and 20th Century Studios. That begins at 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, September 10th, and runs for 2 hours. For Disney Plus Day, you have to be subscribed to the Disney Plus streaming service in order to watch any of the new content and trailers, as most of the content is only available on the streaming app. Last year, there were a few new trailers for upcoming shows, along with movie and series releases for Disney Plus Day. At the moment, Disney has not yet announced a specific time for the new trailers to be available on the Disney Plus app, but last year those special features dropped at 8 a.m. Pacific time. For now, we'll assume that's what time they will appear on the streaming service this year, but we'll make a pinned comment below if anything changes. The new movies and series, such as Thor: Love and Thunder, will be available at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Time early Thursday morning. Unfortunately, if you want to watch the D23 Expo, Disney is limiting what can be seen online compared to what attendees can experience in person at the event. You can watch online at d23expo.com/live, which is linked below, but only the Marvel Games panel will be available to watch online. The big studio showcase can only be seen if you're at the event, which sold out months ago. It's unfortunate, but you can keep track of the news and updates by following the official Star Wars and Marvel Twitter accounts, which we've linked in the description below. You can also follow the Nerd Doc on Twitter for updates. We won't be retweeting everything, but we will retweet the big news, and we post daily news and rumors on all of our social media platforms. Speaking of big news, let's cover what we're expecting from Disney Plus Day. Here's what Disney has officially announced is coming, with Thor: Love and Thunder and the new episode of She-Hulk being the big draws for most Marvel fans. That's great, but what about new trailers? Last year, Marvel released a sizzle reel that provided an early look at She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and Ms. Marvel, with official announcements for Echo, X-Men 97, Spider-Man Freshman Year, and more, along with an extended look at the Hawkeye series. We're expecting something similar this year, with footage from the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, What If Season 2, Secret Invasion, Loki Season 2, and X-Men 97, with the possibility that Echo footage is also shown. In terms of new announcements, we're expecting an official name, plus footage and a release date for the Werewolf by Night Halloween special, and possibly confirmation of the Wonder Man series, and maybe a nod to Armor Wars since it wasn't mentioned at all during the San Diego Comic-Con presentation. Wonder Man and Armor Wars could be mentioned at D23 Expo instead of Disney Plus Day, but we're expecting them during Disney Plus Day. On the Star Wars side, we're expecting a trailer for Bad Batch Season 2, an extended look at the Andor series, and possibly footage of the Ahsoka series as well. That's not much for Star Wars, but there isn't a lot going on in Star Wars land right now, and they have to save something for D23. Lucasfilm will also probably show off a trailer for Willow, and there's even a chance we get a teaser for Season 3 of The Mandalorian that may even show up online afterward. If that happens, we'd expect more footage from The Mandalorian Season 3 to be shown at D23 Expo that won't end up released to the public, just to give the audience there an exclusive look while still showcasing something to the public. It would also be nice to get updates on the Lando series and other projects that we haven't heard anything about in years, but most of that will be saved for D23 2 days later if we get any updates at all. Moving on to D23, on the Star Wars side, as we mentioned, attendees will likely see exclusive footage from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. If for any reason we don't see Ahsoka footage for Disney Plus Day, that would also be presented at D23 as well. There's also a slim chance we get an update on Star Wars Skeleton Crew, the new series from Jon Watts that stars Jude Law. No footage will be present, but we may get new information on it. And of course, while not Star Wars related, we will see something on the new Indiana Jones movie, possibly even a teaser trailer. We're not expecting anything new for Star Wars movies unless Kathleen Kennedy announces new dates for Rogue Squadron or maybe new information on the Taika Waititi or Kevin Feige Star Wars movies. There won't be any footage for any of that, but maybe we'll get a teaser without actual film footage, kind of like what Lucasfilm showcased when Rogue Squadron was initially announced. On the Marvel side, there's a lot going on, so it's hard to predict exactly what will be shown, but we're expecting it to top San Diego Comic-Con's presentation. The biggest news on the radar is an official announcement of the cast and director for Fantastic Four. While not officially announced, we already know the director is Matt Shakman, who directed WandaVision, but the cast is currently unknown despite a number of names being rumored over the past few weeks. We'll most likely get a good look at the Marvels, possibly a full cast announcement for Blade, along with a possible announcement or at least a tease of a Midnight Suns project. The lineup of the Thunderbolts team should also be revealed, and maybe an official announcement of World War Hulk. Other new announcements could be Shang-Chi 2, which most are assuming will be titled Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, and may connect to Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. We may also get information on the missing shows and movies from the timeline Marvel showed at San Diego Comic-Con. If that happens, we'd expect a date announcement for Deadpool 3, which we expect to arrive on February 16, 2024, as well as maybe an official title if it's not just going to be called Deadpool 3. Finding out what's next for Scarlet Witch could also be in the cards. We're expecting an adaptation of the Children's Crusade comic arc to continue her story after Multiverse of Madness. Also, if Armor Wars isn't mentioned during Disney Plus Day, it will likely be mentioned here as well, although no footage will be shown. Mutants are the big mystery here. We're expecting to see X-Men in some form by Avengers: Secret Wars, and the first mutant-specific films and shows starting in 2025, but whether or not we get anything about those at D23 this year is unknown. At most, we may get some mention of the mutants, possibly in regards to a Secret Wars appearance, or a single series or movie announcement, but it's unlikely we'll get anything more than that. However, showcasing the Fantastic Four and the X-Men at D23 would be the best way to top Marvel's San Diego Comic-Con presentation. With both Marvel and Star Wars, some of these expectations are interchangeable between Disney Plus Day and the D23 Expo. We expect most of the bigger announcements will be saved for D23 though. We'll have follow-up coverage here and on our social media channels, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So what are your expectations for Disney Plus Day and D23 Expo? Do you think Lucasfilm will finally give us some Star Wars juice? Let us know in the comments below. For now, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves new Marvel and Star Wars announcements.